Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sangeeta Verma and I am a science faculty at the Ambition classes. In this video we will be talking about metals and non-metals, which is a very important chapter in CBSE class 8 as well as in class 10. So let's get started. First let me tell you the benefits of joining Ambition classes. Here we have live interactive online sessions for each chapter for science and maths for classes 6 to 10th and for bio and maths for classes 11th and 12th. And after the completion of each chapter we have doubt clearing sessions where we look into any doubts which students might be having, and we also provide best quality study material consisting of the exercise of each chapter from NCERT books and also extra MCQs, an example of which you can find in the description box. For more information, please visit www.theambitionclasses.com. Human beings, they have been studying and experimenting with materials to understand matter for thousands of years. And over time, many different elements were discovered by different scientists all around the world. These elements, they make up all the material which we find around us. But then what do we mean by the word element? An element, it is a pure substance which cannot be broken down any further by any chemical means. Over time, our knowledge about the elements and their behavior, it increased. And the scientists, they recognized the need to organize this information. Then they began to observe patterns and similarities in the way, some groups of elements behaved, and they also recorded these observations. They wanted to find some way to classify these elements according to the properties that they were observing. Then a brilliant Russian scientist in 1872, Mendeleev, he proposed the version of periodic table which we actually use now, the initial version of that. The periodic table, it is a classification system for the elements that make up the matter and the materials in our world. More than hundreds of elements are known at present. Each element, it has its own name, symbol, atomic number and position on the periodic table. So these elements, they are basically divided into metals and non-metals. Metals, they have their own properties specific to that, to them, and non-metals, they have specific properties which are typical to them, with a few exceptions. In I guess in each of the cases you'll find a few exceptions, and these exceptions are very important from the exam point of view. Then again, there are a few elements which show characteristics of both metals and non-metals. Some characteristics of metals and some of non-metals. These elements, they are known as metalloids. In this particular video, we'll be talking about the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Now, what are physical properties? Like the appearance of any element or of any substance. Is it shiny? Is it dull? The texture of that substance. These things, they are included in the physical properties. So let's start with the physical properties of first metals, and then we'll talk about non-metals. Here we see the most important physical properties of metals, which are its hardness. It is hard, all metals. Then all metals are solid, they are malleable, they are ductile, they are sonorous, lustrous, they are good conductors of heat and electricity, and they generally have high melting points. Now we'll discuss each physical property in detail with examples and exceptions. The first one is hardness. Metals, they are hard and they cannot be molded easily. They cannot be the shape cannot be changed very easily. All metals are hard except sodium and potassium. These are called soft metals. Why are they called soft metals? Because they can be cut with a knife. You can see in the picture a thin slice of sodium is being cut in that particular picture. The second physical property is all metals are solid at room temperature except mercury. Now, whenever we have fever, we use that thermometer, right? In the thermometer, the silvery substance which is present, it is mercury. And as if you have fever, the liquid mercury rises and it shows you the temperature. That is mercury in that thermometer. Another physical property of metals is they are malleable. That is, they can be beaten into sheets, thin sheets of but that particular element. Like we use the aluminium foil for wrapping a food. Tiffin में जो मम्मी पैक करके देती है. So that silvery kind of a thing, that aluminium foil, it is a metal which has been beaten. It has been hammered into thin sheets. Then we use that silver paper. Arc जो मिठाइयों पे we find those thin layers of silver, sometimes gold. So those are metals which have been made into these sheets. The next important property of metals is that they are ductile. Now, what is the meaning of ductile? Meaning of ductile is that they can be drawn into wires, thin wires. Okay, and it is a very important property for us because metals, when they are drawn into wires like copper wire, they are very important. As they are good conductors of electricity, they are used for conducting electricity. Another property of metals is they are sonorous. Now, what is sonorous? Sonorous means that when these metals, when they are hit, they make a tongue kind of a sound, tongue vibrating kind of a sound. So that is the property of being sonorous, and it is a very important property. Why? In our temples and घर पे भी we have that छोटा घंटी जो पूजा के टाइम में we use. So all these they are perfect example of this particular physical property of metal, that is sonorous. Another physical property is that metals are lustrous. Now we all are fascinated by our mom's jewelry and everything. What are these? Gold, silver, these are all metals. And why are they shiny? It is because they reflect light. It is a very important physical property, and this is what makes them very attractive, you can say. Another important property of metal is that they are good conductors of heat and electricity. Now, generally all metals are good conductors except lead and mercury. These are comparatively poor conductors of heat and electricity. Another important physical property is that they have high melting point. Now, what is a melting point? Melting point is that particular point of temperature, that temperature when a metal changes its state from solid to liquid. ठीक है? But क्या होता है कि metals, they have very high melting points. And that was the reason in the beginning when I said that metals are hard. They are hard because of this particular property only. Except gallium and cesium, they melt when you put them in hand. Now let us discuss about the physical properties of non-metals. Now, non-metals, they are found in different colors. This is the most important and attractive physical property of non-metals. They are found in a variety of colors. Like अगर हम sulfur की बात करें, it is yellow. Then we have phosphorus in different colors, like white phosphorus, red phosphorus, as you can see in these pictures. They are found. Another physical property is that they are found either in solid state or gaseous state. Solid state, this you can see this sulfur, phosphorus, etc. Then gaseous state, we have our oxygen, nitrogen. Okay, and particular exception for this physical property is bromine, because bromine we find it is liquid at room temperature. So you have to remember this exception. Another important physical property of non-metals is that it is non-ductile and non-malleable. That is, they cannot be drawn into wires, or they cannot be beaten into thin sheets. If you hit a non-metal with a hammer, it will crumble. It cannot be converted into sheets. Okay. Another important property is that they are non-lustrous, that is, they are dull, they are not shiny, except iodine. This iodine, it has a shiny kind of a surface inside which it is purple kind of a color you find. Now next property is that non-metals, they are poor conductors of heat and electricity, except graphite, which is being a non-metal, still it is a good conductor of electricity. You can find it in your chemistry labs. It is used as electrode. Okay. So you must remember all these exceptions because they are very important, as they are frequently asked in exams.